If you're the type who finds history class a total snooze fest, but still wants to impress your friends with some jaw-dropping knowledge at your next get-together, you're in the right place. Forget memorizing endless dates and names. What if I told you history is packed with stories so wild, you'll be the life of the party just by sharing them? Stick around, because I'm about to drop some of the most unbelievable, hilarious, and downright bizarre historical facts you've probably never heard before. Get ready to have your mind blown, and maybe even become everyone's favorite trivia master. Alright, buckle up. History's about to get weird, wild, and way more fun than you remember from school. Let's kick things off with a fact that'll make you rethink everything you know about war. First up, did you know that the shortest war in history lasted just 38 minutes? That's right, the Anglo-Zanzibar War of 1896 holds the record for the quickest conflict ever. Imagine a war that's over before you can even finish your morning coffee. That's barely enough time for a pizza delivery, let alone a full-blown battle. Most of us spend more time waiting for our food to arrive than Zanzibar and Britain spent fighting each other. Here's how it went down. On August 27, 1896, tensions boiled over between the British Empire and the Sultanate of Zanzibar. The British issued an ultimatum, and when the Sultan refused to back down, the British Navy opened fire. Within 38 minutes, the Sultan's palace was in ruins, and Zanzibar surrendered. Talk about a blink-and-you'll-miss-it moment in history. Ready for another one? In medieval Europe, animals could actually be put on trial. Yes, you heard that right. Pigs, rats, and even insects were sometimes dragged into courtrooms, accused of crimes like destroying crops or causing harm to humans. Imagine a judge, a jury, and a pig standing trial for theft. Yup, pigs and rats could be found guilty of crimes like stealing crops. Sometimes these animals even had lawyers appointed to defend them. The punishments? They ranged from exile to execution. It sounds like a fairy tale, but it's 100% true. Imagine telling your friends, "Sorry, can't hang out, my goat's in court." It's the kind of excuse that would get you some serious side-eye today, but back then, it was just another day in the village. These animal trials were so common that some towns even had official records of the proceedings. It's a reminder that history is full of moments that are stranger than fiction. And get this, Napoleon Bonaparte, the famous French emperor, wasn't actually as short as everyone thinks. The image of Napoleon as a tiny, angry general is one of history's most persistent myths. The confusion started because French inches were longer than British inches. When British newspapers reported Napoleon's height, they used their own measurements, making him seem much shorter than he really was. So when he was measured, it got lost in translation. In reality, Napoleon was about 5'6" or 5'7", pretty average for his time. The short Napoleon legend? Just a classic case of historical miscommunication. It's funny how a simple mix-up can shape the way we remember someone for centuries. Next time you hear a Napoleon joke, you'll know the real story. Last one. Did you know George Washington, the first president of the United States, grew cannabis in his garden? Before you get any wild ideas, let's clear things up. Washington grew hemp, a type of cannabis plant, mainly for making rope, sails, and fabric. Back in the 1700s, hemp was a super important crop for building and sailing ships, not for presidential parties. At least that's the official story. But it's still a fun fact to drop at your next trivia night. Hemp was so valuable that some colonies even required farmers to grow it by law. It's just another example of how history is full of surprises hiding in plain sight. So next time someone says history is boring, hit them with these facts. You'll have everyone at the table laughing, gasping, and maybe even questioning what they thought they knew about the past. Who knew history could be this much fun? Stay curious, keep questioning everything, and remember, sometimes the weirdest stories are the ones that actually happened. History isn't just about the past, it's about discovering the unexpected, one mind-blowing fact at a time.